The year is 5317 during the Age of Civilization. This is the time period of the start of the latest and greatest industrial age of Merosia. As the first airships are seen within Vobian, the first steam engine and train within Umberhaven, and the oceans begin to see the first all-metal clad steam-powered ships traverse its waters. This is the age of discovery and exploration. This is the age in which our adventurers live, work, and enjoy the spoils of their bounties. This is Back to Ballinway.
Day 10. The rain poured down relentlessly, but we were determined not to let it dampen our spirits. Instead of seeking shelter, we pressed on for half a day. As we trudged forward, a tall ridge came into view, and nestled within it was a cave. It seemed like the perfect refuge, so we eagerly sought shelter within its depths. Sir Benedict and Veruca bravely ventured into the cave first, their eyes immediately drawn to the tracks that crisscrossed the entrance. Something had been here before us. As our resident expert in all things, I investigated further. Surprisingly, there was nothing hostile lurking within, except for those intriguing tracks. Upon closer inspection, we discovered they belonged to a species of dinosaur, a pack hunter with stealthy movements, razor-sharp claws, and a vicious bite. It appeared they had been tracking medium-sized animals into the cave. And at an added bonus, the mud and clay within the cave proved to be an excellent for pottery and beneficial for the skin. Venturing deeper into the cave, we encountered a peculiar species of critters resembling crab spiders. A battle ensued, but we emerged victorious. Gundolf, always the resourceful one, with my help, collected samples of the spider's acid blood. We managed to safely store 4 vials of this potent substance. While Sir Benedict and Veruca scouted ahead, the rest of us waited patiently. Eventually, they returned with news of an exit from the cave. Stepping outside, we were greeted by a welcome sight. The rain had ceased, and the weather had turned cooler. However, this respite was short-lived, as the heat soon returned, transforming the atmosphere into a steamy haze. Gundolf assumed the role of storyteller and regaled the porters with tales of our victorious battle. Laughter filled the air as they clapped along, reveling in the spirit of our triumph. Yox diligently recorded the events in her notebook, while I took a moment to soak up the joyous atmosphere, a smile spreading across my face as I joined in the revelry. Leaving the cave system behind, we made camp for the night, eager to rest and recharge for the adventures that awaited us. The next day passed uneventfully, but the next day, day 12, as we trekked through the dense jungle, a sight caught our eyes. A long-lost temple, the very one we had been searching for. Yox and I quickly consulted our maps, and to our delight confirmed that we had indeed stumbled upon the temple we had been seeking. As we approached the entrance, we noticed something strange. Figures began to emerge from the shadows, and as they drew closer, Sir Benedict realized with a chill that they were not living beings at all. They were undead. We have no idea what lies ahead, but we are ready to face whatever danger lurks within the temple walls.
Everyone, please roll me initiative.
Kind of hello is that, Dave? Jeez. Oh, I love my initiative modifier. Yes, that's beautiful.
That was weird.
I'll
So
take a
what'd you
hard
roll?
two.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll officially?
I rolled a 2.
Wow, seriously, is that what you? Wow, okay.
I rolled a 2,
So that's a total of 1.
Okay. I was wondering what that. Okay. So I saw that come up, and I was just like, "What?"
It wasn't a gnat.
Hilarious.
Veruca,
That's beautiful.
what'd you roll?
Skills.
What'd you roll, Veruca?
Oh, dirty 20.
30-20. Okay.
And someone's using their own dice today.
Yeah.
Yes, Veruca and D&D Beyonds don't get along. So I had my cats sniff these die, and I'm feeling pretty lucky about them.
Okay.
They've rolled an
Party.
11 and a 12, and that's better than it's been.
As the zombies shuffle and come toward y'all's direction, it is Yox's turn first. What do you do, Yox?
So we're all standing relatively together, right? Where are we? There we are. I can see. I have eyes.
In the jungle.
Yeah, cool. Tight. Okay, there we are. I am gonna go ahead and like they're very clearly zombies. Like there's no. Okay. I'm gonna run up. Yeah.
If you'd like to make a nature check, please go for it.
No, I'm good. They look scary. I do want to ask.
Yes.
Do any of them look familiar?
That. Go ahead and roll me history.
That. Wow.
Dave, Jesus.
You're evil.
17.
17.
Oh no.
I'm about to be real sad.
Anyone husband shaped?
The dab of respect.
There is quite a few of them. And the porters behind y'all are starting to get extremely nervous as a few of them start shouting, "Suela, Suela, Suela, Suela!" Which y'all know for a fact that in Ballinway, that means cursed. And some of them are backing up. As some of these undead zombie-like critters look very similar to them, even with the backpacks and all. Others, however, look more like they're from Harburg or neighboring cities or whatnot. But Yox, you don't remember his name, but you remember seeing this fellow right here at one point in one time talking with your husband, but that was about it.
And he's the only familiar face figure I see.
Yes.
Okay. Where is he in the crowd?
Give me 1 second. I just getting all
I
of the
will
crowds
not.
to work. I'll put a ring around him.
Okay.
No, that's not a ring. That's a ring. There we go.
Okay.
He's in yellow.
I see him. Okay. Well, with that, I am gonna do a thing. I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance, or I'm gonna run up just in front of Ada. I think. Hang on. Double check the range. 5 feet. Maybe I won't do that. That's far. I don't want to get that close to them. That feels icky. Just kidding. LOL. JK. I will cast instead. I never expect to go first, and then I go first, and then I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I will cast. Actually, wow. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I will cast command on him. So I have to be within 60 feet. Oh, math. Damn it.
You do have the measuring tools off to the right,
60.
by the way.
Listen, I'm pretty not smart. So, that means I have to get to there. And my movement's only 30.
So I'm in.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Can I please... Okay, final decision. I'm gonna do my full movement. So just in front of Ada, and then can I hold an action to cast... I'm gonna hold an action to cast Word of Radiance if any of them get up close enough for that.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm just going to kind of put everyone else behind me in a very stupid maneuver after everything we went through with the spiders.
Okay. Anything Maxie's doing?
No! But I will use my special hand to cast a find steed.
Okay.
Or summon steed, or whatever that spell is. And I will summon a mastiff who is going to be right next to me and who Maxie will climb on top of and just sit on. So it's a dog riding another dog.
Okay, how does this look?
Like a small dog riding a mastiff.
How does the spell look?
Oh, the spell. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair question. I think Yax runs up in front of Ada and just, like, kind of puts her arms out in a very, like, stand behind me, children, I will protect you from the burning building. And she just, like, puts two fingers in her lips and does the wolf whistle that I absolutely cannot do and I will not try. And there is just the thunder of giant paws breaking down through the forest, and the sound gets closer and closer until magically the sound kind of like pulls up next to her, and this mastiff just sort of like fades into existence. And he's real big and dopey, and he's just happy to be there.
There you go.
And that's my turn.
And with that, Gundalf, what are we doing?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look around me, and clearly there's a lot of people who are potentially in danger here. So I'm gonna grab Bartley and Vrez and Gale, and we're all gonna like move up to kind of a protective stance. So just moving up like that. And I actually would like to just Gundalf's gonna hold his action for the moment. If somebody comes near enough to fight, I will activate again and fight them.
Okay.
Vrez, though, I think probably should take a shot. Can he see through the jungle, or is it just too dense?
No, he can see through it. Yeah.
All right. Well, he should probably take a little crossbow.
He can at least see the zombie that's coming down the steps.
This guy needs to get zapped. With a crossbow shot from Vrez. Roll a d20. Oh, he got a natural 20, sir. For a total of 22.
Okay, definitely hits.
All right.
Go ahead and roll for double damage.
Looks like 10 damage. Piercing damage. 10 piercing damage.
As the arrow whacks into him, you see the zombie kind of spin a little bit, but still shambling toward, it appears to be one of the porters from whatever group this was, still unmoving, still faceless, basically. Anything else?
No, that's it. Gandalf's just waiting, laying in wait.
Okay. Veruca, what are we doing?
Veruca is going to move right here, and then she is also going to fire at our poor little zombie porter with her crossbow. Ooh, that is a 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And that is 7 damage.
Once again, the zombie thuds into him, but still is coming
And then she is going to fire again at that dude because of her Dread Ambusher.
That was the first zombie, right?
Ability. Yeah.
These guys are not going to take. These guys are immune to poison, right?
Roll me nature check or history.
12 to hit.
12 definitely hits. Porter doesn't have any armor, so.
Okay. Yeah, so we've got 5 damage, and then with Dread Ambusher, we've got so that's 13 damage total.
What's this look like as he falls to the ground?
I think it just looks like 2 crossbow bolts, one in the chest, one right between the eyes. And then Veruca is going to bonus action cast Zephyr Strike on herself.
Okay.
And that'll be the end.
With that, Cora, what are we doing? As Veruca, with the combined effort from all of them, took down a Porter as it falls to the ground.
I think Cora is moving up a little bit to see what's going on, and Balbug is keeping in front of her in his protective stance. And she's just kind of watching and going, oh my gosh, look at that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Those are real zombies. That's so cool. I've got to sketch them. And so she gets out her pad and she starts sketching them. And as she walks past Sir Benedict, she goes, you got this. You're a paladin. And she gives him guidance that he can use whenever he wants on his way up. And then she will... That's it. She's just looking.
Okay. And with that, the zombie that had fell gets back up.
Oh! Can I do a history check to see what I know about the zombies?
That or nature.
Or investigation?
No. History or nature.
History or history. Let's go history. Which was a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. What you know about them is
So when they get, is it like normal zombies?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know basically that unless they're below 0 hit points, they automatically come up again unless you do major critical damage or radiant damage.
I know it's got to be a critical hit.
Okay, you sure it's not radiant damage too?
It's radiant damage or a critical hit.
Mm-hmm. Or you cut their head off.
Yeah.
Because that's critical. Okay. So, and I tell everybody, you're gonna have to dismember them at the neck, like decapitate them. Because they gotta be they'll come back if we don't really, really, really kill them.
Also, they're immune to poison.
They're immune to poison, and you can use radiant damage if anybody has that on them. That'll keep them dead.
Also,
everyone turns to look at Benedict.
Also, they're really slow, too, you would know.
Oh, they're very, very slow. And not just dim-witted. They can't talk or anything. They're just slow.
No.
Okay. Now it can be the zombie's turn. Thank you very much.
It is the zombie's turn. The zombies are moving. That's all they can do. Okay. And with that, Sir Benedict, what are we doing?
Dave, what does it take to mount a horse?
Bonus action.
All right, I guess that's what we're gonna do. I need to untether. Okay. So I'm gonna have Maria's gonna run up, and I'm gonna run up and meet with Maria, so that I'm gonna mount on top of Maria. There we go. And it says 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So we'll get right here to 55 feet here. Mm-hmm. Because Maria moved more than 10 feet when she makes her special, let's see. All right, so first she's going to make an attack on this, which is a +6 to hit. So let's roll that. Her hooves attack. That would be a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay.
And sorry, it's really hard because they don't make it as clickable. 2d6 + 4. So that will be 10 points of damage to this particular one. And then it needs to give me a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh yeah, it definitely falls over.
Okay, so then it gets to make another attack as a bonus action against it, which will then have advantage. So this is going to come out weird, but I'll just... Oh, that's a natural... 2 nat 20s. Jeez.
Wow.
So that's 4d6.
1 in 400 chance.
All right.
And this
17.
This is all
This is all
Maria,
Maria.
right?
Yeah, so non-magical. So 17 plus 4 is 21 points of damage.
Doesn't matter. How does Maria... What does this look like?
Yeah, I think Maria is just... Like, she's trained to fight abominations and fight monsters
Yeah.
and threats to the realm. So once kicked into action with Benedict on her back, this is just normal fare. Rides over this zombie and stomps on its head, splattering this zombie all over the the vegetation here at the steps of this temple.
Yeah.
And as that is going on, as he sees Walter has Maria has the first zombie handled, Sir Benedict is going to swipe his glaive at the other one. So
Also, a porter.
so that would be a 19 to hit
Definitely hits.
for 8 points of damage. Slashing damage. And that is them. And then Walter can make a ranged. He's got a short bow, so he's going to take a shot with the short bow because I have trained him. And that would be a natural 20.
Well,
Wow. It's just 2d6 plus something small. So that's 10 points plus 10 points plus 1. So 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. The thing is barely holding on, but it's still able to function.
And then we've got just 5 more feet of movement. So I think what we're going to do... okay. Yeah, with 5 more feet of movement, Maria is just going to kind of saunter over a little bit. Hold on, no wait, 5 more feet of movement. We'll kind of saunter back a little bit.
Okay.
And that's where we'll step.
With that, we're back at the... Well, before we get back at the top of the round, everyone that was holding their actions can go if they would like to.
I think Gundalf's just going to move up a little bit. Can I do that?
No, technically you can only
Okay.
use your
All right.
action.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, I will I'll go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on Sir Benedict.
Okay.
So you get a +2 bonus to your AC for the duration. And that's it. That's my action.
Okay. Gundalf?
Yeah, I think we're gonna. that whole thing is like an elevated walkway around that structure, right? So
Yeah.
really, all you guys are coming down those steps.
Yeah. It's right now, the bottom platform is 10 feet high.
All right.
But there's a center building within, and there's steps that lead up there with another platform and another center building. And it goes up. It's like a pyramid, but not slick like the Egyptian. More like Mayan, South American.
Okay. Well, we're going to kind of run up. Bartley and Gundalf are gonna run up.
You can't move on your bonus action.
I thought it was my action.
No, it's your held action. You said you had a held action.
Well, yeah, I said I was doing nothing. So
Okay.
I thought we were back at the top of the Johnson.
No, sorry. No, we're doing held actions right now. So you don't want to do anything on a held action?
No, I can't because I was waiting for people to come get me.
Okay.
I thought you told me no.
Sorry.
I was very confused when you let me go.
Me too. So, okay. Sorry. Cora, did you want to do anything on your... You didn't have a held action, did you? Okay. Okay, so we're back at the top of the round then, which is Yox. What are you doing?
Hey. Alright, so real quick clarification. Does my Mastiff need to roll initiative, or does he work on mine?
He works on yours.
Okay, great. That makes my life easier. So I'm gonna yeet myself forward with my Mastiff. Now this one is dead. Like, not getting back up dead?
In all appearances, it is totally looks like it is dead. I mean...
I don't like the way you said that.
The head is caved in from foot, balls and the like, so...
Okay. Then I am gonna sick the Mastiff on this one in front of us.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Are zombies considered creatures?
They are considered undead.
Okay. Then never mind. Then that's 7 piercing damage from the Mastiff bite.
How does this look?
I just kind of like sweep my hand and indicate the zombie. And I go, get him, boy. And the Mastiff just kind of leaps up and goes for the throat, as I have trained him to do.
He falls over what you think, as all purposes, dead. But you know from Core's words that he's probably not.
Great. Then I'm going to take my attack with my mace to try to either decapitate him or crush his skull.
Okay, you have advantage that he is prone on the ground.
Cool. So that's going to be advantage. That'll be a 16.
Definitely hits.
And then that'll be 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You hack into him. Anything else you're doing?
I just indicate the one in the yellow and just say, leave that one intact. And I offer absolutely no explanation.
And with that, officially, it is now Gundalf's turn.
Okay, well, officially,
Yes.
we're gonna move up here, like I said.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That was the plan. And actually, we're gonna do the same thing. Basically, we're just gonna move up and wait. If somebody jumps out at us, if somebody comes out here, we'll fight them. But we're not gonna jump up in the front. Although I think Perez is gonna move up a little bit and take a shot at that guy, because that seems to be working pretty well. So, oh, he rolled a 2, so probably not hitting anything useful.
No, it thuds into a palm tree.
Then that is the extent of my turn.
Okay. We're not holding any actions or anything like that?
I am holding an action. If somebody comes close enough for me to fight him, I'm gonna fight him.
Okay. Then that is the key word that I need to listen to.
Yep.
Okay. With that, Faruka.
Yes, Veruca is going to... She has basically no slashy weapons. Let's see. She is going to and not get in between the man and his horse and throw a dagger at that fella's neck.
Okay.
I assume a dirty 20 will hit.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
Yeah, and she hits him for, 6 damage right in the jugular.
As it just sticks out of him, and he continues to move forward as best as he can.
Yep.
With now a dagger sticking out of his throat.
Yep. And I think that's about it.
Okay. Cora, what are we doing?
Let's see. I've got to reload my map because it does not look like it matches your map. Please hold. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
didn't have any dead people on my map. It was very sad.
Mm.
It was very, very sad. Okay, let's see. Where am I? I'm way back here. Okay.
I forgot to say what Ada is doing. I think Ada is like. I think she's honestly trying to wrangle the porters to stop them from running away, because I think that's the nightmare scenario.
So, go ahead with Ada. Go ahead and give me a charisma check, then.
Oh boy, our most charismatic character, the lizard folk. Just a straight charisma? No. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not different, I'll say.
No, it's not. Until you spend points of giving her abilities.
Yeah, I mean, that's a straight 12.
Okay. That's something.
Yep, sure is.
Okay, so Cora is going to go over here by Gundalf,
Mhm.
and she's going to give him guidance as
Okay.
well. Gonna be like, "You've got this. Just think of the great story you can tell all your lady friends when this is done.
Gundalf is beginning to believe.
It'll be awesome. I'll be back here if you need anything." And she's gonna move back behind Balbug, and she's done. Nobody's hurt yet, right? Nobody's hurt.
No.
I don't think so. Okay.
Amazingly enough, for Ada, she seems to have them somewhat under control.
Yes.
As this zombie stands back up and slashes out at you, Yachts. I can get the ring off.
You're a bad man.
As it swings out and horribly misses you. This one that has a knife sticking out of it.
Can I do a quick reaction?
I go for it.
Don't mind. I'm going to do venomous retaliation. Basically, when a ally within 10 feet of me takes damage, I can lash out, and I need a con saving throw.
It missed though, didn't it?
I didn't take damage though.
You didn't? Oh crap! Okay. Dang it! Yeah.
I appreciate the vibe.
Soon.
The zombie that has the dagger out of its neck rushes forth.
As it reaches there, I will take an attack of opportunity, as is my right as a polearm master.
Okay.
So I will swing my glaive at that one. 16 to hit
Definitely hits.
for 9 points of slashing damage.
Thanks, big brother.
And you may proceed.
And with that, the other zombies recognize that y'all are a thing, begin moving forth rather quickly now.
Gosh, they're sprinting.
Wait, they're moving faster?
Yes, they're
Sprinting.
running.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Look at you, speedy little boys.
Oh my god,
Well-
so fast.
They're like those 28 days later zombies that are like super quick.
No, they are your slow, bumbling Titan zombies. Unfortunately,
Cora's gonna have to rewrite this if he changes it.
I was nice enough not to throw some weird concoction of Dave at y'all. And with that, it is now Sir Benedict.
All right. Sir Benedict is going to grip hold of his glaive, and he is going to cast a spell. He's going to cast a spell called Divine Favor. So, until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit. So, like, my glaive itself lights up in this, like, shining beacon of light amidst these monsters, and then I am going to start swinging. I will swing at the one that's not the yellow one that I was told not to kill. So he doesn't understand it. Ooh, that is a horrible. That's 11.
Still hits.
Okay, I thought with zombies that might still do it. So that is 12 points of slashing and 3 points of radiant damage.
How's this look?
Yes, the glaive light comes swinging down and just slices into it, and as it does, this like searing light kind of shines forth, and there's like a burn mark that comes across the zombie, pulling its necrotic energy that keeps it alive out of it a little bit. And with that, I think Maria's going to charge forward. So this yellow zombie will get an attack of opportunity on me or Maria.
Yep.
And then Maria's going to end up trying to attack this guy up here on the stairs.
Does a 14 hit Maria?
I think so for now. Let me double check. Yes, 14 will hit.
He swipes out for a total of 2 points of damage.
Okay. 2 damage to Maria. His ability to stay alive is reducing quickly. So then Maria's going to do her hoofbeat attack. That was 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. So I do have this save thing. So that will hit. I need the strength check, DC 14. And meanwhile, I will roll her attack damage, 2d6 plus 4.
Definitely fails.
Okay, so it will be knocked prone. It's going to first take 7 points of damage, and then I get to make, for her, a bonus action attack, which will hit again, doing 12 points of damage. As Maria just, like, knocks this thing over with her front hooves as she rears up. She's running up the stairs, smacks it with her feet, and just continues to stomp on it, like, kind of do a show dance sort of thing on it, like well-trained horses might.
Amazingly enough, it is still alive, but on the ground.
That's all that. Walter will shoot an arrow at, I guess the one right in front of Yax.
Okay.
And then that will be me. So let's see, Walter's nat 20. Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Walter's got some skills apparently with that bow. 8 points of damage with that nat 20.
How does this officially look?
Walter's like behind everyone, but he is taking aim, taking his time. He waited and just found that moment in the melee to just fire it over, and it like smacks the thing in the forehead. An arrow going right over Yax's head, taking this thing out.
Yeah, and it appears all in all not moving at all. And with that, we go back to the top of the round. Yax, what are we doing? As you just saw that happen before your very eyes.
I think Yax resists the temptation to like reel a little bit at the arrow that just kind of like grazed the top of her head a little bit. And she is going to command the Mastiff to go after this kind of head scary lady in a dress looking zombie. And again, go for a bite.
Okay.
Ooh, does an 11 hit?
11 actually amazing enough hits.
Wow, that's going to be 7 piercing.
It tears into the zombie. It's still functioning.
Okay. And so in that case, I can see the way this fight is going, so I'm okay with dropping Shield of Faith on Sir Benedict, and I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on her. So she needs to make a Constitution save of 14.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm casting Word of Radiance on the same zombie that the Mastiff just mauled.
Cool. And what saving throw do I need to make?
That is going to be a con save. Meter beat of 14.
Definitely beats it.
Damn it. I think Yax is her mind is reeling. She's really thrown. This was not what she expected, if they ever even found this place. So I think as her hands burn with that radiance, she reaches out and tries to, instead of just lunging forward at this zombie, I think she tries to like grab her hands or like, and just whiffs majestically. And I can't really move without taking an opportunity attack, but I want to get over here, and I think I will take that opportunity attack unless we're going to count her as engaged with the Mastiff, because I want to get over here to the yellow one.
No, it is definitely going to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's fine.
And horribly misses.
Amazing, I love that for me.
Okay. And that's it? Or do we have any... You said you did bonus action on Sir Benedict, right?
No.
Okay.
I just said that to cast another spell, I have to drop the concentration on Shield of Fate.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. Definitely.
Actually, you don't unless you're going to cast another concentration spell.
Oh, well, there you go.
You can still concentrate and cast.
Oh, well, then you still have Shield of Faith. That's fine. Yeah, that's gonna be my whole jam.
Okay. Cool. Gundalf.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to coordinate this attack with Bartley. I'm gonna go, hey, go around the back. Let's try to flank this chick.
Right.
So Bartley's gonna go like a circuitous route around behind this zombie, trying to confuse it with the dog in front of it, come behind it. So Bartley's gonna run up there and attack her first.
I would consider that flanking, so Bartley gets an advantage.
Okay, well, I rolled a natural 20 with my first roll, so
okay.
I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so he's gonna do a bunch of bludgeoning damage. Only 2 damage.
Okay.
The lowest he could possibly do. 2 bludgeoning damage from Bartley. What a dick. Okay. Well, we're gonna try to redeem him. So Gundalf's gonna run up and take out both of his swords. And so, do I get a flank bonus on this guy?
Yes.
2. Okay, that's excellent. So we are going to strike with my short sword. I forgot to roll with advantage. It's 15 hit.
A 15 definitely hits. Y'all
Okay.
quickly realize that, they are so badly torn and battered and beaten, and their clothes barely protect them at all. And they're slow and zombie-like, so, they only have an 8 AC.
I see. Well, this is 10 piercing damage from me with the one short sword. Then I follow that up with a natural 20 with an offhand attack.
Okay.
For an additional 11 points of critical damage, more piercing damage.
What does this look like as you take it out permanently?
Oh, this is awesome. So I think we're just confused it's looking in all directions. Gundalf comes up and shoves one sword in its rib cage and then just comes up and smacks it across the face with the other one.
Yeah, and it falls over deader than a doornail.
That's excellent.
Ruka, what are we doing?
Yeah, we've pretty much handled a lot of these guys. Baruka's just gonna kind of walk over to Yax and be like, are we killing... She's gonna kick this one aside. Are we killing this one, or...
No,
Yes.
just wait. Just help me hold it down or something.
Yeah, okay. And Baruka's gonna wrestle it. She's gonna get some rope and try to tie it up.
Okay, make a grappling check.
Which is
Your athletics?
Could I use my acrobatics?
No.
Can I do a flip while I do it, please?
No. No.
Can I do survival?
No. I mean, once you got a hold of him, you may be able to, roll survival to make sure the
Can I
ropes are tight,
survival first? Can I survival first
No,
to ensure that I'm noticing? Dave, I've got a -1 to strength. You've got to give this to me.
No,
Legally. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
if that's the case, then I'll spend the advantage given to the DM in chat for myself. Then, so.
Okay.
But I'm not doing that. So roll.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll try to do it inspiration, but yeah. That's a 5. Let's do this one. Ooh, it's a 14.
He is fairly quick for being what he is, and just kind of swipes out at you, making grunting, moaning noises and whatnot, and flailing about, biting, gnawing, and you can't safely grab a hold of him and wrangle him down.
Can I take some meat from my bag and kind of toss it, kind of wave it, toss it over here to kind of at least kind of pull him away from full combat mode?
That would be an action. You can definitely pull out the meat and stuff like that, but as far as
I'm not pulling out the meat until I'm gonna throw it. Okay, I'm not making myself a target like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're actually throwing something in combat, then it's an action. So, okay. With that, anything else are you trying to do? You've already spent an action. You have a bonus action, I do believe.
Yeah, bonus action. Look, I am not. I've got Zephyr Strike going, so she can. But she's not gonna walk away from Yax right now. I think it's just gonna be Ada. Ada in the background, just absolutely keeping order. That's what's going on down there.
Okay, so I'll give Ada another charisma check.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Give me something good, Ada. Come on. Ooh, an 11.
Okay. She seems to have them under control. And with that, Cora, what are we doing?
I'm gonna inspect these bodies.
Okay. You think
Check them for any. I'm always looking for the eye symbol.
Mhm.
But anything that would tell me maybe who they were, anything maybe remnants of their past, information, where they came from, how far they are, their nationality, all that kind of good stuff.
Okay, anything Balbug's doing?
Keeping an eye that I'm not being attacked by anything.
Okay. And with that, our lovely zombie in yellow swipes out at Veruca.
Amazing.
And horribly misses.
Veruca's trips him.
As the others, let me see, there's only 2 zombies left? Yep. As the other zombie swipes out at Maria. This it is the biggest creature in front of it.
Did it stand up?
Does a 16 hit?
Did it stand up? Because it has disadvantage if it didn't stand up.
Oh yeah, it does stand up, by the way.
Okay. So
It does
16 will
move
hit.
because, I forgot to take that off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
No problem. Just double checking.
Yeah, it definitely stood up. And swipes out at Maria for 16.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Doing 3 points of damage, Maria.
Yep.
I want to have that one there, but he's dead. And with that, Sir Benedict, it is now your turn. Only 2 zombies left.
Alright. Not happy about seeing this zombie attacking my horse instead of me. What sort of honor is that? I'm going to take a couple of attacks here. I'm going to swing my glaive down at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
18 will hit, and as I'm going to swing down and swipe across with the blade, and then kind of switch it around and come back in with the butt of the polearm and hit that. So 14. So they'll both hit. So glaive will be 10. The butt will be 8. So that's 18 plus 2d4 radiant damage.
Okay.
So 18 plus 7, so 25 total damage. 7 of that was radiant.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, how does that look? Because he only had technically 3 hit points left.
Oh, I think a lot of it was just Sir Benedict pissed off that this thing was attacking his horse. Like, it's just not how you roll. So he was mad. So he came down, sliced it, and even as it's falling, he just comes down with the butt of it and just like caves in the thing's head. The radiant flash of light as he makes contact with this body, just ensuring that this creature does not get back up. Then he's gonna dismount and walk over here. Well, kind of run over here to try to lend aid to Yax. But he has no more actions as far as that goes, and I think his followers and Maria will be done. So.
Okay, Yax, what are you doing?
Since that's the end of the round and I didn't use my bonus, can I use a bonus now? I didn't say I was gonna hold it, but I was just curious.
Well, what were you gonna?
I was gonna heal Maria
I'm gonna say no.
with healing word.
Let that horse die, says Dave. That's Dave's official ruling. Kill the horse.
God.
No. I mean, it's not.
Dave
bleeding
doesn't like
out.
horses.
So, I mean, I'm not using the bleeding out
Maria,
rule.
Dave.
So, but yeah, go ahead, Yax.
I am going to cast. I'm gonna cast suggestion on this zombie. He has to make a wisdom save of 14.
Seems to be unaffected by your spell.
Are you fucking serious?
He could be too dumb, or he could have crit.
What are you doing?
That was kind of my whole. That kind of blew my whole load there, Dave. I'm just gonna. What, I don't know what I can even do. I'm just gonna say, like, don't kill him. I need him. Just don't kill him.
Okay. And with that, Gundalf, you see the bodies laying on the ground as Kor is digging through them. Yax has just screamed out, "Don't kill this one zombie," as he's trying to lash out at the party that's surrounding him.
Okay, but not the ones in front of us, right? Like they're dead.
Dead, yeah. And nothing's getting up, and Kor's digging through them.
All right. I mean, is this one? This one is not dead. Is it dangerous?
No.
Do we need to go help?
I mean, the party has surrounded him. Yax has screamed out, "Don't kill him," but he's all in all is trying to bite, scratch, claw whoever gets close to him. So,
Dave, can I make like an Arcana or some kind of roll to see if he can't be affected by the suggestion spell?
yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
You didn't use your bonus action, so
Fucking shit. That's a 7.
yeah, you have no earthly idea.
I'm gonna burn an inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get a 10.
Yeah, you're unsure.
So we just kind of ran around back, Gundalf and Bartley. We're not going to do anything other than just get positioned to stop that thing from running away if we're trying to keep it here. So
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been making attempts to restrain it, so like, if you guys want to try that, that'd be super.
Oh no, that's okay. You guys.
Because Veruca and I both suck at stray.
And speaking of Veruca, what are we doing, Veruca?
Oh well, let's see what Veruca can do.
I believe in you, baby.
Can I do a backflip and then try to tie him up again?
No, you cannot.
Crap. I'm gonna take out the meat. I'm gonna
Okay.
whip out my meat, and I'm gonna kind of just like throw it to like. Well, first I'm gonna step aside so that there's like a clear pathway, and then I'm gonna.
Will get an attack of opportunity.
No, he won't. I have Zephyr. Strike,
Okay,
so I don't
cool.
provoke
Awesome.
attacks of opportunity. I'm gonna throw it like right here.
Okay. Give me a roll.
What kind of roll?
Straight up dexterity roll.
Oh god, that's what I'm good at. 23.
Yeah, it lands.
That's such a stupid high roll for meat throwing.
It lands exactly where you wanted it to.
Wow! Does that 23 also lend to the deliciousness of the meat to the zombie?
I mean, you don't know exactly, but let's see here. What can I? Okay, do that. So you can put that anywhere you'd like to. Up to however far your dagger can throw. This is the maximum range you can throw with a piece of meat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to distract him.
Okay.
Wait, let's see. I'm gonna see what 15 feet is for this guy, and then I'm gonna throw it like 16 feet. So if he wants to get anywhere, he'll have to dash.
Okay. With that, is there any bonus action or anything else you're going to try to do?
Bonus action, I'm gonna hold on to. I don't know where Maxie is, but I'm gonna put myself between Maxie and the meat so that he's a little dog, and Veruca doesn't want him to run after a piece of food that was just thrown into the woods.
Okay. As you throw this piece of meat away from the party, this zombie is surrounded by bigger pieces of meat. Let me see if he passes his intelligence roll.
How much of an intellectual is this zombie?
Amazingly enough, smart enough. And he immediately ignores your piece of meat
No! No!
and swipes out at Yachts instead. Does an 18 hit Yachts?
Yes, an 18 hits. Damn it.
Reaction.
Take 5 points of damage.
Excellent.
And roll
Rude.
for reaction, please.
Okay, give me a con saving throw.
Fails.
Okay, you take 1d4 necrotic damage and fall prone. Does he take necrotic?
I mean, what Core told you, they're not immune to necrotic damage, amazingly enough.
Yeah, 4 damage.
4
and he's
damage.
prone.
Okay.
Wait, actually not necrotic. Actually, wait. He takes piercing. What the heck? Oh, I mean, that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And he falls prone.
He definitely falls prone. With that...
Has Gail done anything this fight?
That bitch. What is she doing? Filing
As far
her
as
nails.
y'all know, y'all haven't seen anything. And with that, we move to Cora. What are we doing, Cora? Still going through bodies?
Well, I heard the scuffle over there with Yox, and Yox looks like she took some damage. So Cora's going to stand up and look at Yox and say, restore, and use healing word. And that is going to be 2 whole points of back.
Thanks, I love you.
I wish it was more, sorry. And then she's going to take whatever she learned, and you can tell me later, and she's going to move 30 feet toward the doors, and she's checking out everything along the steps of the tiered step. I think it's called a step pyramid. She's going to check out the wall and see if there's hieroglyphs or anything going on that she needs to translate or look at or anything cool.
Okay, Sir Benedict, what are we doing?
Oh, and I'll tell Maria that she's a good horse when I go by.
Sir Benedict is going to look over the zombie's body over at Yox and say, my dear Yox, is there a good reason that we're not killing this thing?
I don't think Yox responds. I think she is so intensely focused on this thing that she doesn't. I don't think she even processed like the healing spell that just happened or any. I don't think she's taking any of that in.
He's not going to wait too long. Like, he's going to posit that statement, and then he's going to attempt to grapple this zombie to keep it from further hurting anyone.
Okay, you have advantage since it is prone.
It doesn't matter. Natural 20 for 24.
Oh, well, shit, there you go. And, oh, yeah, definitely, I rolled a nat one. So.
So, yeah, I'll just grab it, and I'm holding it back. Kind of that, like, kind of wrap my arms around from behind to keep its head and claws away from anybody. And then, actually, because I still have movement, I will drag it backwards just so that it's away from Yox directly, so I won't necessarily be able to try to attack Yox. So I'd be the only one kind of within range of it to attack. And then that's it.
Okay, with that, we go back top of the round. Yox, what are we trying to do? It's gnawing and mashing and trying to break from Sir Benedict's grasp.
If I make one more Arcana check, does that count as my action?
No.
Great.
It'll be a bonus action.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
As Verucas will say, welcome to her world.
Sorry, my 20s are taking up your life.
Yeah.
Welcome
well as
to the
good.
garbage
Fine.
swamp. Come sit in the mud with me. The mud is nice when you get
Girls'
used
night.
to it. Girls'
no.
night, girls' mud night.
Yox snaps. I think Yox fully loses her shit. And she's gonna run up and you said they're not immune to necrotic damage?
I mean, it looked like it wasn't immune. Oh, well, Veruca...
It didn't hit,
didn't-
so...
Well, no, Veruca didn't do necrotic damage. He did piercing. So,
Okay. Fucking shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna run up on this motherfucker, and I'm gonna Word of Radiance it. And I'm gonna... her hands are gonna glow, and she's just gonna go for this thing's throat and start shaking it. He needs to make a con save of 14.
definitely does not. And I'm going to say, because of my roll, what kind of damage does it do?
I
I mean, we know it does radiance, but
it's
how much?
1d6 of radiant.
Do 2d6 worth of radiance, please. I rolled on that one.
That's 10 radiant damage.
You hear it fry and sizzle in Sir Benedict's arms. It's
Thought
still
we weren't
up.
killing this thing.
I think maybe the only person who actually sees this is Benedict.
Mhm.
Like, everyone sees her throttling this thing and Word of Radiancing its throat and shaking it. But I think he's the only one that sees, like, silent tears running down her face. And she's just whisper yelling to it, "Where is Luzik? Where is he?" And as soon as he is dead, Yox will fall with him, presuming that Benedict drops the body, and is going to start going through his clothes.
He is not dead. He is still...
He's not dead?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna keep doing that and just keep. Where is Luzik?
Okay. And with that, Gundalf, what are we doing?
So it's enhanced interrogation techniques. Is that the deal? Bartley, go hit him something.
Right. No problem.
Bartley's gonna go up and smack him. Yeah, I guess he's doing that first.
Okay, roll.
So Bartley's trying to make like a called shot to the like kneecaps or something, like just disable this thing.
I mean, he's pretty disabled right now. He's grappled and whatnot. So you get advantage to your roll though. So
Well, I kind of assumed I had advantage anyway.
yeah.
All right, well, I rolled a 5, but that's not very good. What else could I roll? How about a 10?
10 definitely hits.
Okay. Do you want me to roll damage?
Oh yeah.
Okay. 3.
3 points.
Ah.
As Bartley pops him one. Thing is
Okay.
still functioning,
right, so that-
still alive.
Bartley's doing that, and I think Gundalf's gonna like run around the other side,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know why we're trying to like focus on this guy so much,
Yeah.
but he seems real important. I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to like go through his clothes while we're grappling it and fighting.
Okay.
Like searching this guy, like what's going on with this dude?
Okay, so go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, and that will determine how
I got a-
well you do it. And yeah,
I got a 14 on that
Okay.
sleight of hand.
okay. Yeah. You the easiest thing to pull off of him is his oh my god, I forgot what they're called. Knapsack, I guess.
Jockstrap.
No, not jockstrap. Knapsack. His shoulder bag. You're able to pull that off of him.
Okay. All right,
the
we got a
14.
shoulder bag.
Yeah, and it's pretty good
Um,
size too. I mean, it's something that carries. Usually you see messengers and navigators and all kinds of people like that carry these types of bags. So,
Okay. Is there anything cool in it?
well,
Or do I not have time for that?
you don't. You just pulled it off. That's all you had time for.
Okay.
With that, we go to Veruca. Unless if you have anything else you're doing, Gundalf, with any of the contacts and peoples.
No, Brez and Gale are watching this shit show from a safe distance.
Okay.
I mean, 4 against 1 feels a little unfair, even for a zombie. So Veruca's gonna start going through all the other dead zombies stuff.
Okay. So, Cora, I made a mistake and let you go twice in one round, so we're going to skip you. Because we already kind of know what you're doing anyway, so... And with that, it is the zombie's turn again as he tries to break the grapple. Please reroll. Yep, he's not doing it. I can tell you that too.
Yeah, it was an 18 on my side.
No, I rolled like crap. So, yeah, you still got a hold of him. And it is your turn.
Man, this one's tough. I think he's going to give. I mean, because I can just maintain the grapple.
Yeah. You see
Doesn't-
tears running down Yox's face.
Yeah, he is just going to continue holding this zombie for Yox,
Go
figuring
ahead.
that there's something Yox needs to do.
Go
Like
ahead.
take it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me history check, please. With advantage.
All right, let's see. That's 16.
16. You've definitely seen this before. Through victims and peasants and commoners, believing that their loved ones are still alive. People, not even loved ones, just still functioning, still know what's going on, and you clearly know that this thing is a hollowed out husk of a thing and doesn't even have the brain capacity to even fart.
He's gonna hold the zombie for Yox and just say kind of quietly, whoever it is, they're not in there. But do what you have to do. And he's just gonna hold it for Yox to, take her frustration out on the zombie.
And with that, it is Yox's turn.
I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Word of Radiance on the zombie. Constitution save of 14.
It seems to be resistant this time around as it fights and gnarls and scratches.
Also, I just realized my Mastiff hasn't been going.
Nope.
But I think my Mastiff comes over and chomps on him.
Okay.
Well, 5 for sure doesn't hit.
No.
So, F me. I just, I think the crying gets more overt and her voice gets louder and she just keeps, I think she heard Benedict. I don't think she processed what he said. And I think she's just, where's Luzik? I know you know where he is. Tell me where he went. Just continuing trying to interrogate this undead husk.
Okay. Gundalf.
I'm doing so well at reaching in and trying to work around all this craziness that's going on. I think I'm actually going to keep this up. I don't know what anybody else is going to try to do, but I'm going to pull out a rope and try to get it around this thing. I'm going to start trying to restrain it somehow.
Okay.
I have a rope.
We
have the technology. We can do it.
Okay. Roll me survival.
Survival. Natural 20 for a 20.
Whoa!
And with that, we're going to say combat ends for now. The zombie has been immobilized and is trying to break free. What was the roll that you rolled officially?
A total of 24.
24. Y'all quickly realize that he has no way to break through Gundalf's ability to tie people down.
I learned this from some sailors.
Look at Kat right now. She's like, oh.
It's just my face, okay? Mila.
What are the 4 of y'all doing? As y'all see, look further on and Cora's up on the actual temple itself.
Oh dear. It's probably not the best idea.
No, probably not. Veruca's pocketing whatever she can salvage from the zombies, specifically in terms of any personal effects that may need to be laid to rest in the future.
I think Sir Benedict will just step around, put just a reassuring hand on Yax's shoulder, not say anything, kind of pat it, and then he's gonna kind of start walking up towards the temple itself.
Okay. Everybody that searched the bodies, please give me an investigation check. And
I got a 13 looking through that shoulder bag.
I forgot what I promised myself at the beginning of the session, which is that I wouldn't be using D&D Beyond's dice because that's a nat 1. So I guess Veruca just shoves her hand in a zombie's mouth. What's up with this mud, Dave? I'm kind of flopping around in it.
I mean, your hand pretty much goes through something squishy. And take 1 point of damage as some of the bones cut your wrist.
Gross. What type of damage? Piercing?
Yep. Cora, what'd you roll?
Okay. I rolled a 1, but I used an inspiration point to re-roll, and I'm going to use my Kinku Recall, which is a special ability where I can give myself advantage on a skill check. and it came out to be a 21.
What is the skill check for?
Because Veruca, rubbed off on me. I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
You told me to roll investigation.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that was what was all that for? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that was for
Yes.
investigation, because I've been
Okay.
doing lots of investigating.
Yep. What is Gundalf doing as you are holding the satchel and seeing yachts before you?
So I just actually I think I probably slung the thing over my shoulder and I'm going through it like it's my purse.
Yachts, what are we doing as you see Gundalf doing this?
I think once the zombie is tied up, I think it still takes her a second to sort of come back to herself. And how fucked up is this zombie looking?
Make a medicine check.
That's gonna go well. I have decent medicine. Never mind. That's a 25.
Yeah.
Now I roll fine, of course.
Was that a nat 20?
No.
Okay. 25 though, I'll give it to you. He only has 9 hit points left out of 25. Or 22.
I think just seeing him has messed with her in a way that she just was not prepared for. And I think she is just in an attempt to rescue what she was trying to accomplish. She's just going to start rummaging through his clothes, his bag, anything. Just for any sign that he was with Luzik.
Okay. Gundalf.
I rolled a 13 looking through this bag.
Yeah. Sir Benedict, what are we doing?
Sir Benedict he saw Cora heading up in or towards this temple structure, and he does not feel comfortable with that, so he is walking up there to check in on Cora. Miss Cora, you should, I know you have your companion here, but you should really not be investigating too much of this without someone, so I'll stay nearby.
That's what I told her, but she doesn't listen.
I'm not going to open the door. I just need to look at all the stuff.
All right. Well, I'll be here, and just, it's not probably the best place without.
Okay, I'll let you go first when it's time to open the door. I'm just trying to see if there's any traps or if there's any warnings or if any of these, I'm assuming I'm looking at symbols, Dave hasn't said, if anything tells me that, hey, don't do this kind of thing.
Gundalf.
Yes, Dave.
The messenger bag's worn, highly used, battered and beaten. You undo the clasp and open the bag. Within, find a pair of spectacles, an empty bottle of something that probably was alcohol, and a journal.
Oh, hey. I'll pull it out and wave it around. Clearly this is not for me. I just sort of offer it to the group. I found a book.
I'll snatch it out of his hand.
Okay.
Do I recognize it? Is that cover familiar to me?
It is not.
I'm just going to start flipping through it to see if anything catches. Anything looks familiar.
As you open it, I'm going to drop it within our chat on Discord.
Okay.
Please read out loud for our watchers.
Journal of Travis Mahon. People of importance. Lord Luzik Wortley, male turtle, artificer/scientist. Professor Preston von Tidrick, male human, professor of petrology and mineralogy. Professor Alice Linsman, gnome female, professor of religion and ancient societies. Corbett Barnett, male human, jeweler and gemologist. Travis Mahon, male human, cartographer, mapmaker, and artist. Master Sergeant Jorith Hedroketh, male dwarf, Head of Security. Yobana Madhu, female human, native Ballinway hunter and guide. Airship Captain Grisha Krill, female birdkin, airship captain of the Valiant. The journey begins 5315 AOC, Sethra 19th at roughly 3 a.m. The airship The Valiant was loaded and everything was ready to go on our grand voyage. I never understood why we were leaving in the cover of darkness, but Lord Wortley assured me that this was the right thing to do and we shouldn't waste any more time. I have a feeling it was that conversation that he had with Professor Tidrick and the look of worry and haste that the professor had about him during this time. The airship captain was a bit flustered at the idea, but Lord Wortley told her that he should launch early. I can't read. Launched early, that a bounce would be in store for her once they left Harburg airspace. 5315 AOC, Sethra 20th at roughly 6 p.m. It's been hectic ever since we left Harburg, and I haven't had time to write until now. I've been trying to plot our course, take measurements, and get readings as I have become the unofficial navigator of this journey. The present one, a young adult male dwarf by the name of Mardam Yazik, has been decent for the early part of the trip, but once we got closer, become useless to say the least.
As you flip the next page, we need a much needed break.
If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon. Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show.
Before Yox flips to another page within the journal, Veruca, after horribly planting your arm neck deep or elbow deep into
My arm is neck deep?
Yeah, into the neck of one of these zombie beings, do you continue to check the bodies? Or do you do anything else? As you look over and see Yox, tears running down her eyes, looking at a journal.
That looks emotionally difficult. And I am covered in zombie gore. Gundalf, you got this, right?
Oh, wait, what now?
Slap on the shoulder, squish, and Veruca's just gonna jog up the stairs to join Benedict and Cora, kind of at the runes.
Gandalf, the rest of the stuff on this zombie?
Yeah, after handing over I'll just drop that bag.
Okay.
Yeah. Does he have anything else cool on him?
Yeah, cartographer tools.
Okay.
And a pouch of money.
Oh, heck, money, huh? I wonder how much he's got in here. I'll just casually
Yeah,
heft it.
there's some gold pieces, some silver pieces, and some copper pieces in it. Of the exact amount I am sending you now, along with the cartographer tools.
I'll kind of show it to Bartley. He's right here running. Hey, check it out.
Awesome. Cora, Sir Benedict, what are y'all doing?
I am now looking at the door.
It is definitely a stone wheel of sorts. Massive in size. Does have symbols upon them.
Okay, I try to decipher the symbols and see how to open it.
Okay. Roll me.
I would be attempting to help as best I
Okay.
can.
Roll me a history check with advantage since Sir Benedict is trying to assist. Unless
okay.
Benedict wishes to try to do something else instead.
No, I think Sir Benedict did a little bit of studying of history during his noble upbringing, so he would for sure have just want to help pour out with any little details he might spot.
19.
Odd. What languages do you speak?
Well, I have Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Orc, and telepathy, but that doesn't really count.
Oh, this one's written in telepathy.
Yeah.
It's your lucky day.
But I also have the spell Comprehend Languages.
Ooh.
And I speak giant, if that by some chance helps.
And I
speak really loud sometimes.
Yes, you do, Gundel. And I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Infernal, and Undercommon. And Common.
As you walk up, Veruca, they are trying to decipher the message. Is there anything else that you would like to try to do?
I mean, do I recognize the language?
You don't, but give me a history check then.
Ooh. That is a solid 11.
I mean, between the two of them, and then you're like, wait a minute, that particular part right there kind of sounds like Undercommon? As y'all begin piecing it together, it is an ancient language several thousand years old.
Okay, so then I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, for the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words that are written.
Yep.
So I will touch the door and cast the spell, and there'll be a nice purple, like glowy sheen that goes all over the door. It's very pretty. Very pretty.
It reads, "Here lies the Lord and Lady of our land." And you see the names of the two, King Dadanum Czar and Queen Deluca Czar.
Can you drop that in the chat?
Yes. Of the Czar dynasty.
Okay. Anything else? Any warnings or?
Nothing after that.
Okay, so this is a tomb.
Oh.
It says, and I repeat what you just said, here lies King, da-da-da-da, Queen, da-da-da, of the Tsar dynasty. So with this big heavy door, this might be where their bodies are laid. There were some stairs back there. We might see if there's another door.
I mean, there's several floors that go up.
Yeah.
I'm.
Like it's
Can I roll a history check for Tsar Dynasty?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
it's a 15.
Is it what now?
15.
15. Doesn't ring a
Can we
bell.
do a group check, like all kind of pull together and talk about? Hey, have you heard about this dynasty?
Y'all may do a group check. Only one of y'all are rolling though.
I feel like Cora's gonna have the best intelligence, probably.
Her history's +6, so
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yep.
Okay. So that's with advantage, right?
Yes.
21.
I mean, the best.
And I'm like, Foulbug, come here, and I can get a book out.
The best that you can gather is that the Tsar dynasty, you vaguely remember coming across of it in the Inuitic Age section of the library, but you don't remember the exact dates and all that other fun stuff because you just skipped over it.
Okay, I'm going to write their names down, and I can get in touch with my mom, and she can look it up and give us more information on them later. I just don't think it's a good idea to disturb them until we have to. I think we should go up. If we have to open this door, that's fine, but I think we should try easy ways first.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yes. I mean, let's expend all original, easy processes before we delve into disturbing the resting place of some long-lost, forgotten person.
And I'm afraid if they're kings and queens, and they're zombies, they could be like super zombies.
Well, I mean, the queen maybe.
Right. She could be like extra toxic for you.
Also, the king could be.
He could be a little less toxic to him.
Kings could. Trust me, there can be really toxic male rollers.
Okay, so.
Is there an upper level to this, Dave? Is there stairs,
Oh, yeah.
Are those stairs going up higher?
Yeah, it definitely goes up higher.
So I think we'd head off that way then.
Is Maria coming with us? Are we bringing a horse up these stone stairs?
No, Walter and Maria are kind of hanging out. They probably would have moved off the bottom stairs, but they're just kind of hanging out. Walter's probably tending to Maria's wounds.
Okay. In the meantime, we pan back down Weeping Yacht's this journal.
And awkward Gandalf.
Not awkward Gandalf.
Doing his best, man.
As you flip to the second page.
So, Yax has read this journal, and I would like to. The journal makes mention that they made camp about 100 feet away from the stairs. Can I look around and find that site?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like me to roll?
Investigation.
Okay. That is a nat 1 for a 2.
Get in the mud.
I'm so proud of you. Woohoo!
Shout out to the 2 crew.
You can't think.
Gandalf and Bartley are hanging around, kind of following Yax around a little bit, not just making sure she doesn't disappear into the jungle or something. So we're hanging out with.
Yeah, she goes wandering off.
We'll try
I think you'll hear her sort of talking to herself. Useless. I can't. I don't see anything.
I'm gonna talk to Bartley. We're talking in Orc a little bit quietly amongst ourselves, as we are wont to do. And hey, do you know what she's looking for? What?
No. Something about being useless.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. See if you can spot anything around. I mean, obviously, these people. I think this might have been a previous expedition, so.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe there's some other traps around. See what you can find.
You want to let her go wandering like that? First, because it looks like the rest of them are going up the temple.
No, we better go with her. Let's keep an eye on her, but keep an eye out for what's around you too, because I suspect that we're not the first ones here. Well, obviously we're not the first ones here.
Okay.
So that's it. We're following Yax, and also doing what she's doing similarly, but we don't know what we're looking for.
So go ahead and give a combined investigation between the two of y'all. aka advantage.
Between me and Bartley.
Yeah, you get advantage on investigation.
All right, our was good because one of us rolled a 1, but the other one rolled an 8. So
Okay.
at least we just suck.
Yep.
Not like threaten our own lives or anything.
Why are we so bad at this game?
Well,
We were
it's
supposed
two
to be
city
cool.
boys. It's 2 city boys out here traipsing through the jungle, trying not to get their boots dirty. Best we can do is an 8, man.
Okay. Yeah. Veruca.
But we are still trying to keep track of Yaks, so hopefully we're not lost.
I think Yox just feels out of options, and so she is gonna. Are Ada and the porters like visible?
Yeah, they're like presently setting up camp right now.
After monumentally failing on her own, I think Yox will kind of run up to Ada and kind of grab her hand and just say, "Have you seen any signs of another camp, another expedition here, or anywhere around? It would be about in this area."
I mean, I was trying to wrangle these contraption doodads from running away, but I can look around if you'd like me to. They all settled down now. They as tame as sheep, but you scare them, they gonna run off like they are.
I won't scare them. Just please help me look.
Yeah.
And I will squeeze her hands tightly and give her guidance.
Dave, I just, if it is okay, I just rolled for Ada, our most beautiful, capable Ada, and she did roll a nat 20.
Roll me with guidance.
Okay, so that's a D4.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the highest I can get is a 24, so that's a 22.
Ada walks about 40 feet away. I think I found something.
I've been hot on her heels this whole time, like trying not to like be looking over her shoulder, but totally looking over her shoulder.
Old tent, much like what the porters are setting up for y'all, but it's jungle rot and definitely broken. And as you look at it, it's shredded too. As Ada looks down at it, and with that nat 20, well, shit, monkey.
I'm not familiar with that expression. You're going to need to explain.
Well, right there, them shreds are not natural. And by the way they look like giant lizards. Oh, right there's a spear. Yep. That's kobolds, all right.
Kobolds?
Yeah.
Yox is going to do her own investigation to see if she can find anything.
Okay.
Her husband.
Roll me investigation.
Finally, that is a nat 20 for a 21.
Yeah, you start to find the rest of the camp under the growth, under the sticks and limbs and branches. I mean, pretty much tents, shredded, torn up. I mean, all in all, the way this looks is, it looks like it was looted. It looks like, between the both of y'all with nat 20s, and the way Ada's describing what happens usually in the jungle, it looks like the kobolds thought there was something here. And sure enough, you actually do find one of the dead, my fault, undead porters, neck severed, spear in it. And all in all, the kobolds thought it was like live human beings and whatnot, but quickly realized that it wasn't, and took everything that they could grab and got out of there.
So the kobolds came after.
Yep.
And there's no journals, no
Nothing.
trinkets, no anything.
Yep.
I think at this point, Yax just feels lost. Like she feels like she's been grabbing at ghosts, and every time she thinks there's something solid, it just dissolves. And so I think she kind of turns and for the first time, like really perceives Gundalf, kind of there keeping watch over her. And she just says to him, I don't know what I keep doing wrong.
Yeah, boy, I'm not the expert on that one. I don't know. Were you trying to talk to that guy? Is that what was going on? Because I think you fried him. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I looked through his stuff. I think that dude was some kind of map maker.
He was.
Yeah, he had some nice pens.
Um,
Well, and what do you think he was looking for? Wow, what was he making maps for? I don't understand any of this.
Just can I have that stuff? This, and she holds up the journal. This was his, and he wants it returned to his family.
Oh yeah. Here. I'll hand her the cartographer kit.
Thank you. And she'll kind of look around and go, "Where's everyone else?"
Oh geez, where are we? like look around, like how far away did we wander?
Y'all are about 60 feet away from the actual temple itself. But from the distance and where the rest of your party at, you see him up on top, going up to the next level.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're trying to break in something.
Break into the temple?
Yeah. There's probably some good stuff in there.
No. And she's gonna grab Gandalf's hand and start dragging him up. We have to stop them. We have to stop them right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's going on?
They're gonna die.
Yeah. That seems likely. He'll chuckle and follow along behind her.
I can't with you. Yeah, so she'll just start running as fast as she can up to the group to stop them.
Okay. The rest of y'all, I'm coming. The rest of y'all go up the steps and onto another area. This one is a smaller version of below, as another set of stairs goes up to the right, but another large door appears in the exact same spot where y'all come up at. What do y'all wish to do?
More writing on the door?
There is more writing on the door.
I will go read the writing on the door.
Veruca will glance at the writing on the door to help out our lovely Cora as best as she can, but she's going to do a quick circuit around the border just to make sure that things are tipped up.
Okay, so go ahead and do that. You know, definitely Cora has cast a spell, so there's no really way to help her with their magic. But go ahead and give me a perception roll. What's Sir Benedict doing?
I think Sir Benedict is just staying close by. While he is interested in and has studied a bit of history, he is out of his element in actually knowing what the heck these ancient writing would be, and he just wants to make sure Cora doesn't, do something that would put her in danger, and he wouldn't be there. So he's just going to kind of stand nearby and help if needed, but for the most part, he's just being a bodyguard.
Okay.
24 for Veruca.
You don't really find anything else in this upper level, except that it goes higher, and you see the jungle from this distance. But as you come back around, you look down and you see the campsite being set up by the portals, by the porters, as apparently Ada had them under control and have settled down. She seems to be walking back from another area, and you see yachts running frantically along with Gundalf and Bartley toward the temple itself.
Veruca is going to... This is a little unhinged. She's going to write a quick note, tie it to a crossbow bolt, and fire it just in front of Yox and Gundalf.
It just says hi.
Sup, Rose?
I'm going to say we're going to do an attack roll for that.
Okay.
And if you succeed on the attack roll, it hits the ground. If you fail this attack roll, you hit one of your teammates.
Okay, come on, Veruca.
Not Bartley, man. Love him.
Ooh, okay, it's a 24.
Yeah. Right in front of. What does this look like to y'all?
I think it lands not in like a danger, like the closeness at which it whizzes in front of Eox is more of a show of skill as opposed to a show of like carelessness. Like it is close, but it's kind of artfully close, and it kind of buries itself in the gap between some of the stone on the stairs, and there's a little note tied to the bolt.
What does Jax do?
Did I see her fire it?
Oh, yeah.
Or okay. Then I'll snatch it up and open up the note.
Watch your step, floor is uneven.
Oh, God. Okay, cool.
Gundalf's like looking at you clearly, just right there, going like, "What?" Like just yelling.
Just yelling with your voice.
Shh. Veruca retreats back over the balcony.
No, wait, stop. Yox is yelling, don't touch anything. Don't go in it. Don't go in any doors. Don't touch anything. Where's Cora?
As Cora is presently
Veruca loads
touching...
another crossbow.
God damn it.
As presently Cora is touching the door itself.
Touching a door.
We always have to touch things.
This
How the spell works.
This one reads about the same, that it belongs to these people.
Same people?
Same people. As
Huh.
this was their grand tomb and final resting place.
To tell more about them or anything? You can tell me
No.
later if it does. No? Okay.
It does not.
I think we should go higher. This just says the same thing.
Fair enough. We can go up.
Go up a
Probably
little higher.
going to
I-
be all the same, but
Maybe, but I don't know. Yox is coming. We'll check it out and then we'll see what she has to say. I think she missed us. Look, she's hurrying to try to
She's
catch up with
running
us.
very
I mean, we
quickly,
can go
yes.
ahead. I can leave her a note, and Veruca's tying another note to a
I mean,
crossbow bolt.
Do we miss a zombie or something? They're running like there's some danger or something.
Here, I'll ask them.
Okay, thank you.
If we get higher, we might can see the danger. Here, let's go up.
All right, let's go up.
As y'all head
Wow, we're
upward,
like 50 feet from you.
Yeah, can they hear us? Can we just be yelling, stop?
what's
Veruca fires another crossbow bolt.
roll?
Stop shooting at us.
No, I'm gonna use my last inspiration for that. Yeah, I mean, it's a 13.
13. Doesn't necessarily go exactly where you wanted it, but it does ping on the stone and break apart, but in front of them.
Is the note, like, grabbable?
It is.
At which point, Gundalf, recognizing someone who needs to be cut off at the bar, runs up the stairs like 30 feet and is like, "Hey, could you cut that out? Seriously." What's
I just haven't been in a clear area for a while, and I do really like sending people notes via crossbow.
I think that's rad. We should do that in a more controlled circumstance. Hey, I don't know what Yox's deal is, but she's freaked out, man.
Okay.
It's cursed. Like, it's cursed. This whole thing is cursed. We need to leave.
Did you read the note?
I read... No, I didn't read your second note. I'm busy trying to save your lives.
Okay.
Where's Cora?
How far has Cora made it up the steps?
Oh, for funsie, we'll say she sprinted because she's so excited.
Yeah.
I hate you.
So she's like, I don't know, she can go. Okay, wait, we'll figure this out. So she was there. Hold on, let me do some math. Oh yeah, she can make it all the way to the body. So she's like here.
As both of y'all climb the steps above, the entire lining, or the outer perimeters, are of skulls facing outward. Within the center, there's a large opening that from the distance goes down into the temple itself. You actually see ropes old going into the temple itself, tied upon this very old-looking altar. A body lays on top of it.
So you're right, Cora. There is an easier way in. We just had to traverse so high.
Hold on. She's going to check out the body. She's looking to see if it's a sacrifice or if this guy hurt himself, injured himself, was murdered, had a tumor, I don't know, cancer growing out of his head.
Took a nap.
Hydrocephalus, whatever. His skull looks a little weird.
Roll me medicine check.
Okay.
What is Gundalf, Yox, and Veruca doing?
I'm just screaming for Cora to stop.
Probably heading up the stairs.
You know, D&D Beyond has sucked tonight. That was just a 9.
You can't tell.
I don't like it.
As y'all press the stairwell, y'all see the same thing.
Oh, good. They're here. I was going to suggest we wait anyways. Look, there's an opening. We can get down if we desired.
Ooh, yes.
Is the dog still there, or did the spell dissipate?
Oh, I should check. He's probably gone. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, buddy.
And Cora will move on to looking for more words and stuff. While her languages is still working.
Yox is gonna run over and like grab her by the shoulders and just be like, "Didn't you hear me yelling for you to stop?"
You always yell at me to stop.
Should have sent a crossbow bolt.
We were gonna have a long conversation about that later.
I was not being inappropriate. I didn't tell them that I didn't know stuff. I was minding my manners. I was being very good.
Stop! You could have died.
I wasn't close to the edge.
No, it's cursed. All of
course
these symbols.
It's cursed.
I mean, we were just fighting some like dead guys, right? Like clearly there's some neat stuff.
It's not. That's not exactly the behavior of sacred grounds, you know.
But we have to figure out what the curse is so we can break it. So we have to
we know what the curse is, and I shoved the notebook into Cora's hand.
You found a book?
I found a book, yeah.
Okay, Cora goes to a corner and sits down and starts reading.
Yox just collapses in a pile. Just kind of like, he was here.
Who was here? This, Lusic you were talking of?
Lusic, yes.
Lusic.
Lusic was here. And so he had a whole party, And that's who we just murdered down at the base of the stairs.
To be fair, I mean, once they're at that state, it's not really technically murder. I mean, I think it has to be a sentient. Anyways, that's semantics.
No, they were people when they came here, and then they went too deep into the temple, and they caught something. They called it the red sickness, but I don't think it was a sickness. I think it was the curse of the temple, and I think he might still be in there.
Okay.
Medicine check for the red sickness, or medicine for history.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
I mean, here's the thing, though. If your Luzik is down there, I mean, we did come here to check out the temple for both artifacts, and I believe your intention all along was to come after this person. So, what do we do? Stand here? I think we have to venture in.
You don't understand. Luzik is the smartest, most well-read, most experienced person I know, and he brought a company here, and they're dead.
Yes. Well, I mean, we brought the company here, and we have further company coming, and quite frankly, no
and what
offense
makes
to
you
any
think
of
we're
our
going to
smart
fare
people.
any better?
Well,
Because we have experience. Veruca rolled an 8. If you let me roll with advantage, considering Veruca's specific background, it would only be a 10.
Okay. You have never heard of this red.
This is crazy.
Sickness.
Veruca picks up one of the leg bones and licks it.
God, don't put anything in your mouth. Oh, God.
That's how how am I supposed to identify its chemical composition?
You're going to catch something.
I'm not going to catch something.
Can I do a medicine check to see if Veruca has caught anything on our expedition into the jungle?
I caught a couple birds. Are we talking about the birds I caught? I can catch another.
oh, those the
mud-
swamp beasts,
The
mud
mud pigeons?
birds.
Mud parrots, yes.
Yes. All right. I'm just saying that we've come a very long way to come to this temple to find both monetary things, but I believe more importantly to you, this man you speak of, who you think could still be down there, questionably alive or dead. If he's alive, he needs our help. If he's dead, I think you'll need that closure. And to leave this temple and let others stumble upon it without us, doing something to secure it would be irresponsible, to say the very least. Not that I'm eager to run into, curses, but I'm also not one to back down from danger.
Yax does not know what to say to that. And so I think she is going to go over and she's going to sit beside Cora and just pore over the over the journal with her.
Cora actually doesn't get past the first page. She shuts the journal just to mess up Dave's thing there. Sorry. When you find her, she has the journal pressed to her chest and she's crying. She didn't get past the names. So she's crying and she says, I need to read this after I get myself together. What time is it, Dave?
It is now about midday.
I think if you say that this is cursed and this has information, I need to do research. And we need to have a plan before we go inside. And I can see from this distance, because height gives you advantage when you're looking out in the distance. And they put up the camp, and we can go to the camp, and we can read the journal, and we can make a plan, and then we can come back tomorrow.
Hold her beak closed because she's just rambling at this point. she's gonna like hold her beak closed with one hand and like put an arm around her with the other hand, and I think they're both just gonna sit there and cry together.
Just say we need to make a plan. Plan.
Make a plan, but for right now. And I think after they've cried it out for a minute, the ox is gonna get up and she's gonna pull Cora up, and without really saying much to anybody else, she's gonna start leading Cora down the stairs and over to camp.
It's your right, Sir Benedict, when I go past him. You're right. We have to fix this, but we need a plan first. Need a plan.
I can get behind that. I mean, no point in going in blades out without some sort of information.
And once I finish reading this, maybe we have ideas. And yeah, plan. She just kind of keeps mumbling plan all the way back to camp.
Well, Gundolf, I could use some food. I think maybe we can help the camp get set up with the chefs going. Nothing like a battle to make one hungry. You're so overcome with hunger yourself, I can hardly speak.
Yeah, I
Oh, sorry, I was still speaking Orcish for a sec there.
Oh yes, I
yeah,
don't
geez.
understand that.
I didn't
Sorry,
realize it was such a
it's just
soft, quiet language.
Look, it's it is a harmful stereotype that Orcish is loud and guttural. It can give you a beautiful language.
Right. It could be the most beautiful language that you could ever speak. You just have to have your R's and your T's crossed and stuff.
Bartley,
Nothing like that goblin speak crap.
Okay, let's not get too racist.
look, and the heart feels what it feels. And yes, gaze deeply at Bartley for a moment and then snap out of it. Are we going to get some food or what?
Food sounds good to me. And Bartley just takes off down the stairs.
Veruca's gonna keep watch from the top of the pyramid.
Okay. As y'all all make it back to camp, the porters have pretty much set up everything. And what do y'all do as they are preparing to cook food for y'all, as always?
I think Gundolf and Bartley are probably going to help them with it. Actually, all this curse nonsense seems a little crazy. He's kind of waiting for somebody to tell him what's really going on. So yeah, he's going to help make dinner.
The porters, unlike last time, gladly take on y'all's help, especially being you, Gundolf, and somewhat Bartley. Bartley is his job is to cut wood and nothing else.
You play to your strengths.
As one of them says, we do not trust him cutting fruit.
Yeah, well, that's probably reasonable. There's a reason he doesn't carry a bladed weapon.
Yox, or what are y'all doing?
I think Yax uncharacteristically does not offer to help this time. And instead, she waits for a tent to be made ready.
Oh, it's definitely ready.
Okay. Then I think she and Cora are just going to kind of go into one of the tents and sit and pore over this journal and have what seems like a long overdue conversation.
Before that, for Benedict, what are we doing?
I think Sir Benedict is going to come down. He'll go over to Walter and Maria just to check and make sure she's doing fine. He trusts Walter's ability to heal, or at least tend to the wounds so they don't fester or get infected. But, give the horse some solace. Probably pull out like a carrot or something that he had stored away. Feed it to her, pat her, and then he'll kind of walk into the rest of the camp. He'll talk to some of the porters and stuff. Just, gentlemen, you did great today. Whenever any combat or conflict comes, just Like you did, stay out of the fray. Let us handle it. Stay close. If you go running out into this jungle, I'm sure something will be able to chase you down. So staying close to us is the best way. Well done. Try to bolster their morale a little bit and encourage them to, stick tight. Stay to plan.
The porter agrees. We do not want trouble. This place is cursed. We do not want to end up undead.
Well, I don't blame you. That would be an awful outcome of this expedition. We don't plan on getting any of you guys undead. Do you know of the curse, or just is this the superstitions?
There's many curses.
I cursed many times, but, what particularly are we talking of? Do you know of specific ones upon this place, or?
The old ones cursed the entire land. Cursed us all. We will shrivel up like prunes and die.
Certainly eventually we'll all die, and the old ones and the curses they put on the land, I've experienced many of their creations. But we can't let that rule this world. We must strive to make a dent into their power and their influences, especially so close to their location of demise.
Roll me persuasion check.
It's not the one I took points in, but let's see where we're at. Oh, actually, I'm not too bad. Dirty 20.
They start to talk amongst themselves, and Sir Benedict is wise. Sir Benedict has been around. Yes, Benedict. And they just kind of chant your name and say various things of that nature and whatnot. And they kind of all agree. And you start to see a more pep to their step after those words of wisdom that you have given them. And
keep up the good work.
Yes, we will. And eventually, lunch comes around. You get an extra portion for Benedict.
Nice. I'll grab it and find a rock somewhere or a tree stump somewhere. Kind of take a portion of food over to Walter and sit down with him. And two of us kind of sit and eat with Maria nearby, tethered up and fed her share of oats for the day.
Veruca, up top, high. Eventually, another one appears next to you. It is Rez. Do you see anything?
Veruca pulls from her pipe, and she's currently kind of scanning the horizon for any signs of smoke of the party that would be coming after us.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 23.
Off on the horizon, you see a single drift of smoke. They are several days away.
It's good to know.
I have brought you food.
Oh, thank you.
Apparently there was a kobold attack.
There's always a kobold attack.
These were riding big lizards.
Those would leave some hopefully big footprints. And
Not
potentially have some...
I looked at them more closely. These are not your ground-dwelling lizards. These travel through the canopy.
Above the canopy?
Throughout, in and out. I have no such lizards. They are highly dexterous. They can bound from one tree to the next, and when there's no tree, they kind of glide.
Veruca wants to, using that 23, can she notice any patterns of like foliage breakage in like the canopy around the temple to like see if like she can recognize any patterns of movement from these kobolds and their lizards?
Roll me a perception again, but what Verez told you, roll with advantage.
Ooh, 25. Thank you, Perez.
West of the temple, you see these patterns.
Veruca starts to load a crossbow bolt. Then thinks better of it.
I mean,
Puts it away.
they're about a day away. Definitely signs, and it's not like new or old, but they're somewhere in between that. It's hard to tell from this distance is what you figured out as far as how old they are. But they are, you would assume that if they were older, the canopy would have already overgrown them. But if they were newer, things would look fresher than they are at this present juncture.
Right. Well, then I think it would be a good idea if there's always at least one or two people on watch up here.
I agree. I will stay.
I will go tell the others.
Very well then.
Silent, wild people nod at each other, and then Veruca's off to camp.
Gundalf, what are we doing?
Uh,
As food has been served.
Yeah, Bartley and I have picked as comfy a spot as we can, and are trying to stay out of the way, but keeping an eye out into the jungle, man, because something's not right around here.
Yeah. Eventually you see Gale snuggle over Benzian. To Sir Benedict.
To who?
To Sir Benedict. Gale eventually comes over and looks at you and says, "Is this seat kicking?" She gusts the wind to you, and you feel the cool breeze come over you.
I mean, it's as free a bench as piece of wood as anything else, I suppose. You're welcome to sit.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm quite fine. Thank you, though. Appreciate the concern.
I can clean off your zombiness.
Oh, well,
If you'd like to wear that.
you could clean it if you feel the desire or need. It really doesn't bother me. I'm quite used to dealing with the dirt and grime of the road.
Here, let me get this for you. And she reaches up and whisks away on your face the breeze. It cleans up some of your face. At least you can eat now without tasting undead guts and whatnot.
That was that weird flavor I couldn't place. You all right? I didn't see you during the battle. I was worried perhaps something had happened.
No, I don't do well with undead. They have had bad experiences in the past. And
No.
yes, I don't. I do better with living things than non-living things.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it's sort of life. These sort of creatures are not for everyone to deal with. Some can't handle it.
If they fly, they're much easier to deal with since I am a air genasi, and that is my specialty, but yeah, I would leave it to the ones that specializes in undead, take care of undead things, and you seem to be very capable. As she smiles at you.
Yes, well, I just know when there's something to be done. This is something I can do.
Excellent. And she sits with you, eats her food.
Awkward.
As both of y'all stare at the journal, Cora, you have made it to the first page. So y'all both turn together.
Should we wait for everybody else and read this around the fire so they know what's going on too?
If that's what you want to do, I've already read it.
Okay. I don't know if Gundalf can read. Not really
Gundalf
sure.
would be exceptionally hurt if he heard that.
And I think maybe Veruca, I'm pretty sure Sir Benedict can, because I'm sure he's had the training. I don't know about Veruca. I think we should read it out loud. So just so everybody understands and is on the same page. Book humor. Oh, come on, Yox. I'm trying to lighten up the situation. I know it's cursed. It's bad. It's got my mentor's name on it. It's going to be bad, but I have to put myself in a different place. So, okay. So she goes bounding out of the tent with the book and goes, okay, guys, come here. It's story time, but it's like cursed zombie icky story time, but come here.
Oh, look, Gil, I am needed.
Veruca's absolutely sprinting down the temple steps. They're so steep. It looks really dangerous.
I mean, you've definitely made it down, and you've heard Cora call everyone forward.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they're out of range, she will use her telepathy to call them if she needs to.
No.
But if everybody's in range?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She says, okay, I thought I would read the book and we could all hear it at the same time and we could all think what we want and plan together.
It's very progressive of you. Thank you.
Well, I know you're probably tired because you've been fighting all day. And Gundalf, I just thought I'd read it for you.
Veruca nods
Hey, that's
understandingly.
great. I love a good bit of theater. Let's do it.
We'll have a think tank and see what happens here when we figure out what's going on. Yox says it's gonna get dicey, so... Oh, wait. Yox, there's no, like, adult parts, right?
No, there's no.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like Veruca's book.
It's okay. For the last time, it's not Veruca's book. It's just her picture on the cover.
Okay, just checking.
But no, there are no spicy parts.
Okay, cool. That's what I was asking. Okay.
I'm liking this less, but let's keep going.
Maybe you can be inspired for your scrimshaw work.
Hey, I'm already pretty inspired.
Okay. All right.
Nope, don't like that.
So I guess we need to start from the beginning because we weren't there when Yox was.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got some people listed, but probably nobody you know. Do you want me to read their names or just start with the stuff?
Start with stuff.
Okay. So this says, the journey begins. The airship, the Valiant, was loaded and everything was ready to go on our grand voyage. I never understood why we were leaving in the cover of darkness, but Lord Wortley? Is that Wortley? Wortley. It says he was a turtle.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy you're looking for? He's a turtle?
Yes.
He's your husband?
Yes.
Oh, Cora.
Cora, I mean...
I just don't see her with a turtle. Okay, I'll keep going. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
look, that's speciesist, right? Like, we're not about that.
That is true.
And
That is
Benedict.
true.
obviously wasn't intentional.
Sir Benedict.
Yes.
That last name is familiar.
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Wortley?
Yes, it says Lord Wortley.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Lusick? How do you say his
Lusick.
first name? Lusick
Lusick.
Wortley. Okay. So Lord Wortley assured me that this was the right thing to do and we shouldn't waste any more time. I have a feeling it was the conversation that he had with Professor Tidrick. Okay, that name is for me. Professor Tidrick was my mentor. He's the guy that trained me and all the stuff that he did, and he raised me. He didn't raise me. I mean, my parents raised me, but he was like, I was with him. He's like a granddad or a great uncle. He wasn't that old. So like an uncle, and she kind of goes on about him and basically says that He was her professor, her mentor, and taught her everything she was doing, and was the one that was helping her research the eye. Okay, so, and the look of worry and haste that the professor had about him during this time. The airship captain was a bit flustered at the idea, but Lord Wortley told her that he had launched early, that a bounce would be in store for her once they left Hardberg space. This is
my fault.
a bonus. No, it's not your fault. The zombie had this. It's like all messed up, and it's the writing's a little smeared. So if it sounds weird, it's kind of hard to decipher. It has been hectic. I don't know who I'm talking to, but okay. You are forgiven,
Continue.
great God. Okay. Looks like the next day he has another journal entry. Okay, so this is the next day. It's been hectic ever since we left Harburg, and I haven't had time to write until now. So they left Harburg. Cool. I've been trying to plot our course, take measurements, and get readings as I have become the unofficial navigator of this journey. Oh, that's cool. I've always wanted to do navigator stuff. Maybe one day. Okay, sorry. The present one, a young adult male dwarf by the name of Martum Yazek. Anybody know that name?
Doesn't strike in a chord with me, no.
No, me neither. Okay. Has been decent for the early part of our trip, but once we get closer became useless to say the least. Oh, I wonder what happened to Martum.
Turn the page.
Turn the page, yes. We arrived at the rough location late yesterday around 8 p.m. and anchored close to the river until early the next morning. This was when I started to go into action and figure out exactly where the temple was located. Luckily, Lord Wortley, Professor Tidrick, now calmed down greatly. Oh, good. And Professor Linsman were very helpful in its location. We determined that the temple had been within a location no bigger than a 2-mile diameter sphere. This was determined about 1 p.m. at the deployment of Master Sergeant Hectro? Hectroth?
Yep.
Hectro's security detail would begin. Mr. Hectroth and 5 others rappelled from the airship and into the jungle canopy below. Ropes were pulled back up, and now we are waiting for a signal from them to give us a sign of something. That's cool. They went on an airship. That's kind of neat. Flares went off around 3 p.m. to 3:30, roughly 5 miles from our present location. Oh, was this the next day? I forgot what the other day was. Let me look. This is 2 days later. Okay. We were able to get to said location and send quick ascending ropes down. It didn't look good on what the team looked like when they finally boarded. 3 members of the team were killed. Oh no. And their bodies taken. And another team member badly injured, but they managed to get away. Master Sergeant Heckdroth told us that they found the temple, but was ambushed by a tribe of strange-looking creatures that looked like a hybrid between a goblin, demon, and a kobold. But they sounded like monkeys? Anybody have any idea what that could be?
Ada said that some kobolds had raided the camp after everyone was killed.
And Gundalf's hire, I forget his name, mentioned something about kobolds that ride large lizards in the area, and I noticed some patterns of movement in the foliage. Not current movement, of course, but paths left behind by these creatures making their way through the trees.
Yes, it says that right here. They were riding large lizards that could move through the jungle canopy as if it was a main highway with a little effort. Oh my gosh. So Gundalf's guy is saying that those are still around?
Well, he mentioned them, and then I noticed that there are some tracks in the canopy from potentially these creatures.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to be sure to tell the porters to look, or whoever, security. Somebody needs to keep an eye on the trees. So, okay. Luckily, they came across another tribe nearby that was friendly and that were rivals to these other creatures. The tribe was known as the the chocolate tribe. And in all purposes, they are a tribe of small sized panther like catkin, and they're all chocolate in color. They call their rivals the Makimiki Kuri Mokomos, which apparently means lizard dog monkeys. Okay, chocolate cats, lizard dog monkeys. Or at least that's what the translator of the team could come up with. Okay, next page. Turn to page. Master Sergeant Helderaz said that if we have a chance to build a relationship with the chocolate tribe, thus thwarting their rivals, and once that is done, easily access the temple grounds. Lord Wortley, Professor Chidrick, and Professor Linsman agreed, and preparations will begin in the morning time. Okay, so the next day, another exciting day. I was one of the members to go with Team 1 to the chocolate tribe and start the negotiations of friendship and the possible help in securing our spot on the jungle floor of the temple itself, at the temple itself. The tribe is different in that their village dwells within the canopy of the large trees of the jungle. Everything lives in the trees? Oh my gosh, okay. The tallest one houses the main huts, and that's where the chieftain Comatose and his family are, and all those that serve him. Underneath that is the smaller huts that houses the youth of the tribe. This is also where the mothers of such are housed as well. The last level and closer to the jungle floor is the rest of the tribe, with the elders being closer to the middle section. Okay, this is just okay. The meeting went well as magic was applied for language translations. Oh, look, it's like I do. It looks like we may have a safe way of getting into the temple. Okay. Okay, this skips a couple of days. So 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Like 6 days later. Very exhausting few days to say the least. Also haven't done any writing because he's been busy. That happens to the best of us. Made it to the temple site on the 26th. Have set up a base camp about 100 feet or so from the stairway itself. Is that the one that y'all found? The base camp? The tent, you think?
We think so, yeah.
The warriors of the chocolate tribe are very skilled at what they do and move through the jungle like cut purses do in Harburg. 1 minute you see them and the next they aren't there. I bet they have invisibility. You hear noises that might be combat and then it's over in a flash. They return with the spoils of their conquest and the scars marking proof of what you heard. I would not want to be their enemy. Sounds like Gandalf. You can be all sneaky like that, right?
I've been known to sneak here or there. I don't know if I can do it through the trees, though. That seems like a heck of a challenge.
I bet you could do it. The morning of the 28th is when we ascended the temple itself, revealing a sacrificial altar and a sealed entrance on the other side of the altar within the center of the temple itself. The seal had ancient symbols on it and were translated into who this temple was built for, and then the seal was placed. The names on the seal were, okay.
So, when y'all were up there, y'all saw directly into the temple itself.
So they must have broken the temple because we could see into it, broken the seal, because it wasn't there anymore. But there were seals on the bottom layers. Okay. The professors and Lord Wordle deciphered what was on the seal, and that the seal was placed there about 20 years after their deaths. Ooh, and they died like 8,000 in the Inuitic age. Wow. Huh. What was the most troubling was the next part of the seal, which was a warning. It warned that this place was cursed, and all those that broke the seal would release it, thus being cursed themselves. Oh, good news! We didn't break the seal, and we didn't break the other 2 seals. So we
There we
might
go.
not have to
Loopholes.
be cursed. Very much. So that's important. We need to remember that. Naturally, the 3 of them felt that it was probably a warning more so than an actual curse. Yeah, I don't know. Seeing the zombies, I think it was an actual curse. I don't think it was a warning. With much debate and various magic casts on the seal, the temple, and the surrounding areas, they decided to break the seal tomorrow morning. If there's not another entry, then you will know it wasn't fake. Wish us the best of luck, and hopefully I will make it out alive and a very rich man.
Oh,
How much was in his bag of money that you found? Was he at least a rich man? He didn't make it out alive.
it's weird. It doesn't seem like there's any money in this bag.
Wasn't there a bag of money that I don't know about, but I'm acting like I do somehow? Okay.
Y'all did find the other people. Y'all did find other items on them, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys looking for? Was there loot?
Didn't you find a money pouch?
Oh yeah, this guy had some, but that wasn't like treasure.
Wasn't treasure? Okay. By the heaven. Okay, this is the 30th, so a couple days later. By the heavens and all that is holy, we are alive and well, and wow! We have found the hidden treasures of the Star Dynasty, or at least the belongings of the royalty. It was filled with various treasures and artifacts that hadn't seen the light of day since they were placed within. That's exciting. There's treasure in there.
Oh, there was.
There was, yeah. I'm exhausted, but at the same time excited for what we've been doing over the past weeks. This is several weeks later. I've been helping in the drawing, cataloging, and labeling of all the artifacts and treasures. All of them have been packed neatly into their crates, and the porters have been timelessly transporting them back to Chocolate Tribe's village. So they're not in the temple anymore. Dang it. The Valiant is presently docked. We would have moved the airship closer, but the risk of being attacked by whatever lurks within this jungle becomes greater. The group felt it best not to risk their only means of transportation out of the jungle. I will be surely happy once we leave this insane humidity, bugs, and that feeling that you are going to die at any minute of your life. Well, that's a little ominous.
I mean, that feeling doesn't go away when you're out of the jungle. It's not that I found.
I think some people had that feeling in the city and they were way out of the jungle.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's anxiety. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have a bit of time. Oh, this is the 13th day, so this is a couple of days later. Having a bit of time to write during lunch, and I felt like I would just jot this down. After clearing everything from that room and going over it thoroughly, this room only to reveal another seal within its center. Oh, wow. Another seal. Another warning, the same as the one before, was placed on its face. Okay, don't go in or you'll get cursed. Got it. The 3 of them, without worrying, proceeded to break into the chamber below. Okay, so another broken seal that we don't have to worry about breaking because it's already broken. God, I love those loopholes. This is why I'm writing this down now and not later. We found inside, and I'm not comfortable with all... Wait. What we found inside, I am not comfortable with at all. And it has made a lot of the servants, as well as the chocolate warriors, weary of what we're doing. With some sort of ancient captive person sacrifice room? This guy wrote weird. 15 bleached bone skeletons in various states lined the room walls, as they seem to have been chained to them with shackles around their wrists. That's interesting. Why would you put skeletons on the walls in shackles and bleach their bones?
Ooh.
I mean, if they were alive and died in a temple that was dark, they wouldn't have had bleached bones because the light
Oh,
wouldn't have got to them to bleach their bones.
Is there anything on the alkalinity of the stone in the room? That could be the cause.
Oh, there you go. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. All their belongings were still on them, including weapons and armor. Okay, so I guess they were alive. It said skeletons. I don't know. It was very strange sight as they began studying them. Oh, good, they studied them. Let's see if they found anything. Okay, within the rest of the room, the other artifacts and treasures, more treasure, filled the room, much like the one above. See, Gundalf, your guy that I can't think of his name right now that set us up is going to love all this treasure if we can locate it. Because the chocolate people have some of it. Yes. That one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he did do this for the adventure, but I think he is hoping for some profit at the end.
Yeah. Right.
I've heard there's great artifacts here, right?
Right. And chocolate, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Once again, weeks have passed, and we went through all the artifacts and treasures meticulously. They determined that the majority of the skeletons were from... The majority of the skeletons were from Constantinessa, roughly around 4200 AOC.
Oh, so that's thousands of years old.
It is. Isn't that where Sir Benedict is from?
Quick history check. When was Ballinway officially habitable?
Yeah. And Sir Benedict is sitting right there, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Well, I'm trying to figure out if this was pre-Ballinway being a country. So that's a 17.
Yeah. No, it started becoming a country. It was still outposts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. After removing all the items within the room except for the Constantian skeletons, they felt that it was best to put the excavation on hold for now. They wanted to get an expert in here that had a better understanding of Constantian burial laws, as they didn't want to disturb the corpses without going through proper channels. Well, that was very nice of them. Base Camp 1 was to remain active, and the Chocolate Tribe Village Lodgings was also to be left active. We drew cards to see who would be left behind, and I was one of them. Hooray for me. Oh, also, can you guess? Another seal at the exact same location as the other two was also found. How can the seal be in the exact same location? This guy doesn't make any sense. It has to be in a different location. It could be in the temple, but it's got to be in a different location. You can't have seal and then go into a room and have, it's just, that's not possible. Anyway, sorry. Yep, I'm thrilled to be left behind, but it is what it is. Luckily, the Lord and professors have stated that this find will go down in the history books as being one of the best, which means I will be written about. My drawings and maps shared with academics and aristocrats. Oh, and I've never heard of him, and he wanted to be famous. That's so sad. And most of all, I will get a notable sum of wealth. Oh, you didn't. Sorry. Okay. Next entry. Sorry for the delay, but something went wrong 3 days ago, and we have been monitoring the outcome ever since. Master Sergeant Heckdroth, while on guard duty, managed to crack the seal within the skeletal chamber and almost fell through it, but luckily one of the other guards was there to grab a hold of him just in the nick of time. The guard said, Master Sergeant Heckdroth walked across it, and that's when we heard the cracking noises, and suddenly he started to fall through. He braced himself with his rifle, and that was when I was able to help him out. Master Sergeant Heckdroth did injure himself and has been in bed rest ever since. Oh, poor guy. Next entry is a strange reddish fog settled over the entire site last night. It stayed with us until the rays of sun hit it. Master Sergeant Hectroth isn't doing so well as he screamed most of the night, rattling on about some kind of eye monster trying to get him. Luckily, the doctor sedated him enough for him to pass out and sleep. We will see if he returns tonight, and in the meantime, if it returns tonight. In the meantime, go check on things within the temple itself and the surrounding areas. We found out that all the skeletons have turned a green coloration. Do your people turn green after they die, Sir Benedict?
No, that's not like a typical thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. And the hole in which Master Sergeant fell through had some kind of smoke escaping from it. Ooh. I don't know what to say except that it got far worse when I made an entry. First things first, the red fog did come back, and more of the crew came down with what we are dubbing the red sickness. They have been restrained on cots and sedated as this was a necessary action. For you see, Master Sergeant became much worse and went mad. He attacked several other crew and managed to kill a nurse and seriously wound the doctor.
Little sexist.
Yeah. He made his getaway, not a gateway. We tracked him from a distance and he headed toward the temple and began climbing its many stairwells. The whole time he kept muttering that he is the one that will awaken the masters and bring forth the one true deity. We are amazed that he is still alive and that he has been sedated to the point of knocking out a horse. Careful with Maria. This is also why we think that he doesn't feel the 3 bullet wounds that one of the guards gave him while he was violently attacking the nurse and doctor. Once he reached the top, he laid himself on the altar and began ripping himself apart, while the whole time devoting his sacrifice to the one true God and the masters. This is when the red fog and the strange smoke from the temple came together and literally sucked the life essence from the Master Sergeant and turned his body into a pile of bones before our eyes. Oh, so the Master Sergeant's at the top. We saw him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got his femur.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I have his femur.
Cool. Oh, cool. All right. Let's see. If it wasn't for sunrise, I think we would have came after us, as it simply dissipated once the rays hit it. What dissipated? The fog? It must have been the fog. We have decided that we can no longer stay here and need to pull back to the Chocolate Tribe village. Those that didn't run away in fear already will begin the process of breaking down the camp, and we will trek out of here with who and what we have. But he didn't make it out. Let's see. Things have started to come back from the dead, and the living are being attacked. Oh, well, there we go. Those that fall dead get back up after 10 minutes or so as something not living or dead. I write this in hopes that people will learn that this whole trip was a huge mistake and that everyone that finds this will abandon this venture. It will cause death and disaster to all that tempt it. We have let out something that should have stayed shut and trapped within the very boundaries that it was placed so long ago. I hope that we make it out alive, but right now I don't see that happening. If anyone is reading this, please tell my mother and father that I love them dearly and not to worry, for I have passed on to the next life or something close to that.
He's writing quite a lot for someone who's presumably running for his life.
Oh, look at this last page. It's got symbols on it. And this is his names. He says, I'm the only child and was never married. My work was my life. And if the various drawings and maps are still intact, you can see to my parents get them. I will let you be the judge on giving them this journal or not. If don't, please burn it all and all the information about this place. That way no one will ever come here again. Huh. Now, Dave, is that my symbol?
Yes, and you saw the symbol on the altar itself.
Okay. And then the hand is new. I haven't seen the hand before.
You see the hand on the altar itself.
Okay.
Ew.
But look, this is the symbol from my necklace. And I show everybody my necklace. See? Not an
Oh.
alcoholic warning. It's something else.
It's a lot there to unpack.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Gosh, I need a nap.
It's a lot to unpack.
So it seems that perhaps, as Yox had stated, this is probably not the best place for us to reside for a long time. It seems like much of what we were looking for was transported out of here anyways. Perhaps we could get more information at this Cholo village.
They never made it there. They never left here.
Well, they sent some of the goods that way, didn't they? Or do you now believe we should delve in and see what caused this and deal with that?
He said that they were going to pack up the camp, and then in his last entry, they didn't make it out.
They left some people behind and some people moved forward.
Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean that your husband.
I don't think your husband or the professor stayed behind. They got to go forward.
Into the temple.
No.
No.
they
They
were going-
left.
They went to the chocolate village.
They didn't
Was-
want to go back into the temple because of this disease.
Rightfully so.
Yes,
Maybe.
frankly, I don't blame them.
You know what? We don't have to decide anything right now. We can look over it. We can read over it. We can reread it. I read that kind of fast.
Yes.
We can
however,
check the details. So I would like to go in the temple because I need more information on the eye. But I know we got to look after treasure for our gnome friend. And gosh, if they're alive out there in the village, we have to find them too.
Yox just nods.
Especially your turtle guy. I think it's so cute that he's a turtle. Oh my god, it's just adorable.
The turtles are quite amazing people.
They really are. I love turtles.
I got robbed by a turtle once. It's very strange. Tried to run away afterwards.
Yox is going to take in all of this conversation, and she's just going to kind of bristle a little bit and just say, if no one needs anything, I'm going to go take some time to myself, and she's going to disappear into the tent.
Play with your puppy. It makes you feel better. Don't be a grumpy Gus.
Well, it's okay. It's someone special to us.
That is true.
Very, very much in harm's way, if not already, as she believes, gone. But I think there's hope. Just let her take in all of that, and let's think. There's much to talk about, but perhaps let's secure our position here for now, and take some time. We'll have to discuss more.
And with that, Watchers, we end tonight's episode on a decision. Whether the party continues or looks for this other tribe. What will they do? How will they go about it? Well, tune in 2 weeks from now and find out. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And thank you for all your support. In the meantime, most of all, let's thank our wonderful cast. If it wasn't for them, the story would be very, very different. I'm going to go around the room and announce a character. They would say what they'd like to say and pass it over to another character until it gets back to me. Let us start off with the one that initially opened the journal, Yox.
Hi everyone, I'm Kat Kelly. I play Yox here on the XP Guild. I am relatively new to the TTRPG space. I picked it up in 2020 during lockdown and have been obsessed ever since. You can find me generally around the internet at Kat Kelly Social. or at Unpositive Game. You can also find me on a new podcast at Tabletop Tailspinners Network. It is a Monster Hearts 2 podcast called All Our Faults, where I play a teenage, I almost said paladin, knight named Crispin, who is trying to escape a cult. So you can find that wherever podcasts are streamed. And I will toss it over to my big brother, Sir Benedict.
Hey guys, I'm Bill, co-founder with Dave along, here at the XP Guild. Check out all of our stuff. We've got lots of things on Twitch. We got things we're working on behind the scenes, other game stuff we're working on to be featured in the future. And check out all these amazing people. And we appreciate all the great players, all the people that jump in chat and say hi here live, twitch.tv/the XP Guild, and look for all the VOD on YouTube if anyone's interested. Let's pass it up to Veruca, as she looks like she needs to finish up the night.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Veruca. My sister brought home the flu from high school theater.
No.
That's all I have to say about that. I'm sending it off to our, just honestly, the heart and soul of this team, Gundalf.
Hey, so I'm Nathan. I'm playing Gundalf. I really enjoy this guy. I'm really glad that I got to use my sleight of hand skill. It's why I made the character. So I stole your purse and went through your shit. I have nothing to plug. I'm just a long-term hanger-on here at the XP Guild. You will see me in this game and also this game and whatever replaces this game. And that's what I got. I'm gonna throw it to the remaining member, Miss Sandy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sandy, and I play Cora, and my voice is killing me because that journal was way long. Lots to unpack. Yeah, we got to figure it out. What do I have to plug? I'm in just 2 games right now. I'm only in 2 games. I'm only in 2 games right now. This one, and then we have a pirate adventure, which is all ladies, and we like to shop. But if you like to, check it out, it is fun. I don't know what it is. Come check it out. It's on every other Friday. It's not this Friday though, right?
Nope. Next Friday.
That's how tired. See, I'm with Veruca up there. It is bedtime. So go to bed, sleep sweet, and we'll see y'all later.
Yes, make sure you like all our socials and whatnot below. Click the click buttons. I post games every Friday, or try to let y'all know what's coming up next, so on and so forth. And before we bounce, let's give our lovely, lovely tired players a new level, as well as an inspiration point each. And for the tired, worn-out throat of Miss Cora, let's give her an extra inspiration point.
Oh, thank you.
And with that, let's also give y'all 3 more tie points as well. And now, watchers, it's that wonderful, wonderful time that we tell you, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.